Test, test, test. Let me know how we sounding, y'all. Let me know how we sounding. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Loud and clear. All right, perfect. So we got a couple setups we're looking at, y'all. We're going to be looking for continued NAS100 buys. We can see here price just retested this level. When we go to the bigger time frames, we're still bullish. And we do got this level of traffic to the left. So if we don't maintain 21,350 as support, we could try to retrace back down to 21,200. But as of right now, it's respecting holding this level of support right here. We're going to see what this next 15 looks like. We got a new 15 about to pop up in a minute and a half. But if we can hold 21,355 as support, we can look for buys going back up to 21,480. But we need to hold that as support as we see we rejected yesterday for the uptrend to continue. We're also going to be looking for continued GU buys. Again, what did I tell you? I was like, unless we hold this low as support, we're going to see price retrace and consolidate. We go back to the bigger time frames. The bullish momentum is still here, but we need to hold this lower as support at 33.75, which is what we're attempting to do right now. If we can hold 33.75 as support, we can look for buys going back up to 34.05. So that's what we're looking at right now. Because as you can see, we're just trying to break back above this level. So we're going to see how this next 15 looks like. I would like to see a retest on here, or at least a close and hold this level. So we do have a few sets we're looking at. We're going to be looking at possible NAS buys, possible GU buys. Let me turn. I feel like this music's loud. Let me turn this down a little bit. And then we're going to be looking for GN buys. I'm not going to keep on looking for positions here at this point. So keeps on rejecting and failing to hold 26.15, as well as yesterday failed to hold 26.75 as support. I'm only going to look for buys in GN if we hold 26.15 as support. We can at least break back above that level and hold it. That will tell me that not only is the bullish momentum trying to, but we can see the highs, right? Because again, we were kind of struggling for a little bit to not even just push to the downside, but also push to the upside. So we're just going to leave our alerts there for now and let price do this thing, right? We're going to kind of keep it in the same spot and category as GJ. For GJ, we're just going to wait for volume to pick up to see what side the coin is going to land on. Because again, we did go for buys the past couple of weeks, but as you can see, price struggled to hold these low as support. So we're kind of in reversal territory right now. So we're not going to really mess with GJ today. So new 15 just popped up. So we're going to be looking for NAS buys. We're going to see how G plays out right here. We're going to be paying attention to NAS and GU right now. We're going to see possible gold sales, but we're kind of the same situation as yesterday. Right, rejected this level yesterday, rejected this level last night as well. But if gold can't hold 3206 as resistance, we could look for sales going to 3178. We're about to see how GB plays out right here. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out after this live if you have not already. What's going on, Father Doyle? I see you up in here. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Again, we're looking at GU buys. I like NAS100 here as well. Again, NAS100 can hold 21.5. 350 as support. We're looking for buys going to 21,490. And then with GU, if we can hold here, set, we're going to be looking for buys going to 30. And again, a lot of these charts we got some to do. Again, back in the day, summertime, catching these big pushes to the upside. This is the height reversal into the downtrend. And see your price really struggle to hold support. Then we go back to this year, right? Same exact level, price to hold that support multiple times, but then the downtrend failed to start. So at this point, price is either going to break through this level of volume and continue to uptrend, or the downtrend is just going to have to at some point. All right. Option is we just play ring around the rosy some more. But at some point, it's going to have to break through this low and keep going up, right? If it keeps on attempting to come back up here, when the volume picks up, it's either going to break through these levels and continue to uptrend. When the volume picks up, it's going to break through this mess, start the downtrend, right? But we've been here consolidating literally since the middle of April, right? So almost about a month now. Make sure to like the live as y'all hop up in here, y'all, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We're at 3,500 subscribers. We can get to 3,600. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Yeah, I like how both of these are looking right here. I like how both NAS and GU are looking right here. Yeah, I like how both of these are looking. Like I said, gold, we're going to leave alone. So, y'all in any of these two right now, NAS or GU, y'all should be up right now. But again, we should y'all charts. Where's my phone? Here's my phone. Yeah, NAS is pushing too. Yeah, they're both pushing right now. New 5-minute about to pop up in a little bit. And as far as today goes, last night we had Australian news pop off, and then later on today, going into New York session, we have Canadian news at 8:30. But that's pretty much it. So again, it's just going to be a typical Tuesday where we're going to be waiting for a volume and our confirmations to be met. Again, NAS is pushing nicely. GU's got a little bit of work to do, but those are the two setups we're looking at right now. Everything else, we're just going to let them do their thing. So far, they're going as projected. GU's got a little bit of work to do, but NAS is doing a little bit better. But we're going to see what this next 5 and 15 looks like. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Y'all join the free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see that screen at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Post every day on both pages. Got some new videos lined up for y'all today on there as well. As I got a new video dropping on YouTube for y'all today, also at the beginning of the New York session. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. If you haven't watched it yet, make sure to check that out after live is over. Make sure to check out the playlist too, y'all. Are up to date. Yes, NAS is doing a little bit better than GU right now. But I do like this GU set, especially if volume can pick up. But let's see how these two play out right here. Got a new 15 about to pop up in a second. Well, in about like 2 minutes. Literally. We got this nice GN setup yesterday. Again, this was a trade we originally took on Friday. But as you can see on Friday, price just consolidated for the most part going into New York session. So after the initial push, we just basically was floating in profit. So I closed this position before it was closed. But then when markets reopened Sunday night, and when I was doing the Sunday chart analysis, you hit that first link in the description, join the free Telegram. You see we dropped the Sunday chart analysis at 10:51 p.m. here. This made its way back here, right here, literally when it was making that Sunday chart analysis. And then you can see here going into Tokyo session and London session, price did a nice push, but it still failed to not only hold this low as support, but break this resistance level. But this was still nice 1-to-2, almost 1-to-3 ratio setup right here. So I can't complain about that. Caught about how many pips we got? We caught 125 pips. So that's how we start off the week. Again, make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis. Like I always talk about, the Sunday chart analysis goes over not going Sunday night going to Monday, but it goes over see price doing throughout the entire week. That's how we ended last week. 5-0 last week, giving us 100% win rate. Monday we caught 131 pips. Tuesday 3,100 pips. Wednesday 18 pips. Thursday 900, and then Friday 47. Catching a total of 4,196 pips. Again, you can see some student results and testimony right here. Just made a video talking about this student right here and their $9,000 profit. We had a couple other students make some bread as well. And of course, these more student results and testimonials, you either go into the Instagram, go to the highlight section, or you go to right here where it says photos. You can scroll. You'll see screenshots, position, screenshots of signals, some receipts of stocks and crypto going as projected, as well as student results and testimonials. There's over 3 years worth of receipts. Just exploring channel on the page. And we've really been doing this. Like, and before one, that's how it's made April. Well, give us 94%, 6,765 pips. We go to May 2nd, every day, recap losses are posted. Always break down what session lies. We notify now to the upside. To the upside. That's not the forward. Also need to make a high. So our bull definitely. And let me know how to access a little bit. The Wi-Fi is still bugging out. If y'all can't tell, we just dug it out. What the heck? Let me fix this. Sounds choppy. Yesterday, but every time the signal acts up, I call them. They always say the same sorry excuse for us. Oh, you know, we're working on tower repairs. We're working on tower repairs. Like I said, like where I stay at, when it gets like super windy or the weather is not, regular, it does act up and affect the Wi-Fi. So, I do apologize. There's nothing I can do about that, but I'll try to make sure that you don't sound as terrible as possible. All right, so GU solution right here. So the GBJ still trying to figure their lives out, as well as gold. So again, gold, we failed to hold this level as resistance. Again, another reason why we don't breakout trade, because imagine size and see if we could close and hold this level would be potential of taking a loss for no reason. You get what I'm saying? So it's all about just having patience. It's all about just having patience. Go for high probability setups to the rules. Just patient. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. should be y'all. That's a Wi-Fi fucked right now, but we are pushing in profit. So trade Wi-Fi or green on. But if it crashes again, we're going to wrap the stream up. So hopefully it doesn't crash. You can hear me good, but nonetheless, Wi-Fi or GU is still doing what it needs to do. So let the members know. Make sure to like the live, y'all, because again, we literally do shit in real time. We really do this shit in real time. Let me see how we sound then. We sound terrible. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Okay, we sound a little better. All right, we sound good now. Sound like I was underwater for a second. We barely missed TP3. About to see who can hit TP3 on this. Let's see what NAS is up to. NAS is rejecting. Gold rejected. All right, cool. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up in a second. Those just we're currently in the right now with the members. We're approaching TP3. We missed it by like a pip and a half. We broke this down at the beginning of the live stream. We also broke the setup in the Sunday chart announced in yesterday's live. Let's see if we can hit this next TP right here. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Make sure to like the live, subscribe if you ain't subscribed already, y'all. Your analysis gives me inspiration. I'm motivated to wake up every day and hustle. That's what's up. I appreciate that too. That's another reason why I do this. One, I do the live streams to show people that one of the realistic side of trading, because again, whether you watch any of my trade breakdowns or any other people's trade breakdowns or any clips on TikTok or Instagram, right, it doesn't really show the full thing, right? Because again, it's not every day that now this was kind of different. We jumped in like literally like 15 minutes into London session, but that's not always the case, right? Sometimes we can jump in as soon as we get onto the charts, but other times, you know, again, depends on the volume and market structure. Sometimes we might have to wait a little longer than other days. So that's why I like to go live, just to show you all the realistic side of trading and show y'all like a everyday experience. Also see different market conditions and things like that, but also to show y'all that how easy and simple it can be when you have a system. You most importantly understand how the charts work and stick to the playbook, right? Because again, you know, if I can do this, anybody can do this, right? Only difference between me and anyone that's stressful is that I stop making excuses and I learn from my mistake, right? Because trading is like a couple types of traders, right? There's people that blame the markets, there's those that adapt to the markets, right? So instead of blaming the markets, I adapted to the market. Like I always talk about, there was days when I was on profitable, I'd lose money. I'd go on Instagram and see people making money. I didn't get discouraged by that. I got motivated because I was like, okay, if these people are making money and I lost money, that means I am doing something wrong, right? Because everybody else I'm seeing, obviously, you know, not everybody else literally, but everybody I'm watching and following is making money. That means it's possible. I just need to buy at the right time and sell at the right time. So when I understood that, then I just had to understand what I didn't understand, which was the main thing, the charts, right? I didn't understand how the charts worked, and I also didn't have like an actually good trading plan, right? So I had to literally go from ground zero, figure all this stuff out, and that's why I call it the playbook, because that's literally what it is the playbook. And it's basically what I learned, how to read the charts, my trading plan, and my strategy is written out, you know what I'm saying? But we're about to hit this next TP right here. And again, that's what I always say, just rip the Band-Aid off. Once y'all rip the Band-Aid off and you learn how the charts work, you stick to the playbook, you'll realize that price does the same shit every single day, every single week, every single month. Right? It's just like driving a car. When you hop into your car, do you drive your car different on Tuesdays than on Fridays? No, right? You turn the car on the same way, you drive it the same way, you fill it up the same way, just like you tie your shoes, right? You don't have 5 strategies to put your fucking shoes on, right? It's just the same thing. We're like a pip away from this next TP. Let's see if we can hit it. I want to hit it before the next hour pops up. And again, if you want to join the winning team, you go to Playmaker, click that link, y'all. Click that link. And then read all the options to see which one best fits what you're trying to do. All right, we got the advanced play sooner, we got one-on-one sessions, and we got the course. Again, the course is updated. I might add one more video to it. But also, when you get the course, or you already had the course, you get the price action technical analysis playbook for free. All right, so you get the course, you get that book for free. Again, one-on-one sessions, you get the advanced play signal room, so you can earn while you learn. You get access to the studio member group chat, as well as you get one session a week. Each session is an hour long, recorded and sent to you same day. Right, and of course, the advanced play signal room. You get the daily analysis during New York session. You get the exclusive New York lives. Of course, you get the signals updates in real time. Like I said, me and the members are currently in this. We're at TP2 right now. It's teasing us with TP3, barely missing TP3. And then we got alerts on all these other charts. Again, as far as GBP New Zealand was concerned, yeah, we took a setup on it yesterday or Friday, but I'm not going for another setup because again, it's all about high probability, high quality setups. Yes, I can go for a buy again here, but price is constantly rejecting and struggling to not only break but hold this level here, which is 26.15 as support. What's the odds of it not rejecting and then, when volume picks up, pushing back to the downside? But I know, again, based on probability, that if price can not only break this next level but hold it as support, not only do you have a higher likelihood of buys continuing to go up, I have a higher likelihood of us breaking the next high and creating a new higher high. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always talk about like the TikTok lives and the videos. Like the goal isn't to catch every pip in the market. The goal isn't to catch every candlestick. The goal is to go for high probability, high quality setups. So better let this do its thing right now. He's going crazy. We are stupid up on this right now. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Got a few minutes to this next hour and 15 pops up. I want to see us hit this next TP before that happens. So let's see what this candlestick is talking about. All right, we hit TP3 right before the hour. Asking you shall receive. Looks like the market's starting to wake up a little bit. Again, just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out after this live is over. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today as well. We've got some new stock updates and analysis for y'all. Make sure to check out last week's stock updates. Excuse me. And then we also have not today, but I gotta do a Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum update for y'all as well. So we're gonna look out for that. I got some crypto analysis for y'all. I think I'm gonna start doing like crypto towards the end of the week on the weekends, and then like the stock analysis like in the middle of the week, like on like Wednesdays or maybe like Thursdays. We'll see. I gotta redo my figured out a new schedule for my posting, right? I'm trying to have like a certain day be something, right? Instead of just like, I'm not really saying randomly because all my videos I plan, but just have a better system. Like Mondays be this type of video or something like that. We'll see though. We'll see. Yeah, so we're gonna let GU continue to do his thing. NAS is retesting his low again, and NAS can hold 21,350 as support. We could look for buys going to 21,490. And with GU, we're nice and profitable on this. You want the TPs, SL, and all that stuff. Go ahead and hit that link in the description. Join the advanced play signal room. GJ, like I said, we're gonna leave it alone. It's kind of in no man's land right now. So we're just gonna let that figure its life out. And then with GN, if we can break a whole 2615 as support, we can look for buys going back up to 2675. All right, y'all, that's the game plan for today. Again, there is no news today besides at 8:30. We do got Canadian news, so make sure to keep that in mind. But besides that, we don't really got any action or a lot of news until like Thursday, Friday. Yeah, my computer lagging. I might have to restart the Wi-Fi on my computer again. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram, playmaker underscore wait, TikTok underscore playmaker wait underscore. And I see some of y'all, you know, the algorithm do what the algorithm does. I see some of y'all found my other TikTok page as well that I'm going to try to start building up. If you find it, you find it, but it's not hard to not find too. But I kind of just want to run that up and see how that goes. It's gonna be a little bit different from my main TikTok page, but if you find it, you find it. Everybody see how this plays out here. A new 5 minute just popped up. We're kind of floating between TP. That's what I was supposed to do. Let me let the members know we hit TP3. I don't think I did that. I'm tripping. But yeah, we're floating between TP2 and TP3 right now. And yeah, we're going to need some volume to break through these next levels here. We're going to need some volume to break through. I don't know what the hell happened here. I'm telling you, I feel like TradingView be trolling me because ain't no way I did this shit. I don't know what the fuck happened here. But we'll deal with that when we deal with that. I don't know what that is. But to delete that stuff. I don't know what that's going to be. Now it's kind of just chilling. Yeah, as far as gold, we are still technically bearish, but we're struggling to break that next level as we can see here, right? So we are still technically bearish as long as we respect the whole 32, 36 as resistance. But again, we just need some volume to break through these next levels. As you can see, price has been struggling to close underneath this next level, just like yesterday and today. Price is struggling to break and close underneath this level right here. So from this point, we're just going to let price do its thing. Because again, you don't want to force a setup. It's all about going for high probability, high quality setups. So if price isn't at an ideal place or the market structure is trash, just simply wait for price to get out of that level or just simply go to another chart. You get what I'm saying? US100. I got wicked out of it. I did earlier. The position I'm in right now is GU. I got my SL on profit on this. The only position I'm in right now is GU. Again, with NAS100, it's kind of waiting to pick up right now, this pace. But I'm only in GU right now. I was in that. I got worked out though. Try 615 as support. You can look for buys going to 26.7 GN. U15 just popped up. My Wi-Fi about to give in. All right, so we're about to cut it off while we're early. So my Wi-Fi is. All right, shout out to everybody in the live, y'all. Shout out to everyone again. Shout out to everyone that's been live since y'all joined. I got a new video dropping for you later on today. First link in the description for Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. We're on a nice win streak right now. If you want to contact me directly, you can DM me on Instagram, TikTok, or Telegram. I respond to all messages. Got a new video dropping for you later on today. Also, make sure I guys know and be subscribed. Subscribe already. Make sure follow Instagram videos on. Again, with GU, we're only seeing if we can maintain a whole 33.75 in support. Whereas resistance over here at 34.05. As we're bullish, again, like I said, I took that position. I got worked out of here. We have this huge level of traffic to the left of us that we need to break through, right? Again, last week, we had this big gap and we did nothing but push all last week. And you can see here for the past few days, price has been trying to maintain 21,200 as support, but also struggling to break and hold 21,370 as support. We also see prices doing a retracement right here. So if we can't hold these levels right here, we might see a retracement happen. Because again, this is a huge level of traffic. This is where it was at quarter 4, going into quarter 1 this year, where the past uptrend going into the summer quarter, going to Q4, came to a halt at. And we had that big reversal, right? And this is when everybody was freaking out. The world's about to end. So we're right back where we left off, right? Kind of like with GU, right? Because we look at GU, same thing. All right, last time it was at this height was during summer quarter. Then we had a reversal going to the Q4, Q1, and then we see we're making ourselves right back where we left off. But again, we gotta hold these levels as support. We need some volume to break through these levels right here. All right. So we're gonna let this run, and we're paying attention to see if GN can break back above this level. But today, I'm mainly going to be probably paying attention to GN, GU, obviously, and NAS100. Everything else I really don't like. Like, I don't like where gold's at right now. And I don't like where right now. Right? Because when you see a chart, you already know it's not ideal market conditions, but you still stare at that chart. That's when your brain's going to start trying to make up and justify taking shitty setups. The easiest way to avoid that is by just simply not looking at that chart. All right, y'all. So that's the game plan for today. And we'll be back at the same time tomorrow, 11 session 3 m EST.